where the music stops. Right here on Radar Radio. He made me say it twice. This is where the music stops. Stop.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to Rated R Radio. It's your host, DJ Rated R. I'm in here with my man, Ken Phise.
Yeah, back in that thing.
Like we never left it. And today we got a special guest on the show. My homegirl from the crib, Chi-Town, HMD, stand up. Yes, my homegirl, Shaunta'e. What's good?
I'm good. Thanks for having me again.
Hey, why don't you tell the people, man, what to look out for with your, you know what I'm saying, with your booking on?
Oh, man. My next book is, I got two that I'm working on. One is called The Gates. The second one, and that's about the Renaissance, where I grew up at in Hammond. It's going to be fictional, though, so I don't want everybody thinking that it's going to be based off actual things and events that actually went on out there.
Okay. And no snitching.
I know they going to try to decipher some stuff.
Yeah. Who characters who?
The second one is going to be called A Snake's Intentions. Mm-hmm. And it's just going to be a series of short stories about pretty much different stories about snakes and the things that they do to divide and conquer, and pretty much bring you down.
That's what we're going to be discussing today on the show. Snakes in the grass, divide and conquer.
Up to no good.
Yes.
Goddamn snake.
So when can we expect these books?
The Gates should be out, I'm hoping, by the end of October.
Okay.
I want a fall drop, and then I'll try to drop A Snake's Intentions by winter.
Okay.
That's my goal, but I do got a lot of other things that I'm working on. So
I see we got websites, man. Where can we check you out?
Oh my God. www.justbrandnew.com, www.hustlebunniesrus.com, and www.hbrus.org, which is our non-for-profit side, and we in the works of getting that 501c3 approved.
Okay.
And then I'm also quietly working on, I have someone doing the script for my trilogy, For the Love of the Hustle.
Okay.
So it's a big goal of mine to have that on screen, hopefully 2017, 2018. We in the works of the screenwriting, but I did get a message from him saying get ready to work on the soundtrack and find somebody to film.
Oh,
so,
hey. Well, I
don't want to speak too soon or premature about that.
Hey, that's dope.
But I'm gonna speak it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Speak it into existence.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be executive producer, but I need somebody to film it.
Hey, let's go, man. We got any film crew. She hiring, man. She bring them out. That's what's up.
And
that's what's up. Anything else going down?
On? And I'll just say it's not like Power because it won't be a series. Mm-hmm. I feel like I have the next big movie because we haven't had a lot of urban films.
We have it. No New Jack City, no Menace, no Juice,
no
Boys, no.
We haven't. Brooklyn's Finest was the closest we got to it, and it didn't even come close.
Yeah.
If you ask me,
I didn't see that.
This is, I'm gonna say, Belly meets Set It Off.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm ready. I think it can go somewhere.
It's a good combination. So is the movie going to be?
The women have the power in this.
That's what I got when you said Belly meets Set It Off.
But it's cutthroat like Belly.
That's the vision I had.
Yeah.
So is the movie going to be Is it going to include all 3 books, or is it going to be one movie per book?
I'm waiting to see how he works that. I don't know if he's going to be able to put all 3. He's going to have to cut so much, but
you don't want to lose the essence.
I'm trusting him on that, so that's all on how he writes that script. If he feels like it needs to be expanded, then we're expanding. I'm really putting my trust in him because that's his expertise, not mine.
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And I'm not saying his name because he's really like private, real private person.
Well, gotta respect the wishes there, you know what I'm saying? Partnering up.
Okay.
but he's really good, and I'm confident in him because he's actually the second person I've let give it a try. And with him, I just feel like I'm cool. I try not to even bother him.
Feeling comfortable with
Yep.
it. Okay.
That's what's up. Well, the last time you was here, we chopped it up about music, of course. And we talked about R&B, and you was saying something about the R&B changing, and that it should be named something else. It should have its own little lane.
Yes.
Well, lately, I'm pretty sure y'all been hearing about the young rappers, particularly Lil Yachty, whatever you call them,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Making his comments about not knowing at least five Biggie songs and 5 Pac songs, and saying like, you know, he don't feel like he has to be down or understand the culture to make money and do the music.
Did he not see how Rich Homie Quan
Yeah,
embarrassed
butchered. Yeah,
himself
yeah.
with Lil Kim?
And even that
Okay.
speaks to the point I'm trying to make, that I think the rap game is changing. Check this out, y'all. Let me break down the evolution of rap to y'all real quick. All right, when rap first started, right, you had hip hop. You know, it came out hip hop, right? So from hip hop, from hip hop, yeah, I say not really graduated, but it birthed backpack rap. Then from hip hop, you move on to rap, because from rap you can go into gangster rap, you can go into the bling bling rap, you can go into the punchline rappers. Then when you go from rap in the mid 90s, you know, 90s through 90s, late 90s, 2000s, you know what I'm saying? We got 2000s through 2003 trap music. T.I., Jeezy, Rick Ross and them kind of introduced this trap music. Through the trap music era, you got snap music. You got and then throughout that little area as well, you got Kanye West that came out of nowhere. Kanye West came out and kind of introduced you to emo rap, emotional rappers. You know what I'm saying? Him, Joey, Joe Budden, Eminem, them all kind of like emotional rappers or whatnot. Then you move forward to 2010, you got your turn up rap. Everything's turned. 2010, that's when the Roscoe Dash came out. You know, Waka Flocka.
You gotta go crunk rap.
You know,
that,
my bad. The crunk rap was birthed through the trap as well. And like in 2000, but like 2000, 2007, 8, that's like that whole little era where the trap, crunk, all that stuff was doing its thing. And so my whole point of saying that is, now that we moved through 2016, it's a whole new era of rap that's out. It's called mumble rap, from what I'm hearing. It's mumble rap, and it's pretty much, you know, the Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, Fetty Wap, you know, 21 Savage, Jeffrey, aka Young Thug. You know these.
What's his name? The Panda.
Panda.
Oh
this
my God.
designer.
Oh my God.
How can I forget about designer?
Oh my God.
You know, this is like the age of mumble rap now. So y'all, you know, you can't really be mad at these guys for saying that. At least they're not saying I'm the next Pac. At least they understand that, like, hey, they didn't grow up on that 90s music. That was then. This is their style, and like either respect it or move over. And it's like, this is not considered rap music. So we have to stop comparing, like, man, you know, this ain't like what Pac them gave us, and it won't be. These new dudes is in a whole new vibe and a whole new lane, and unfortunately, you know, we got to deal with it at times. I mean, it's cool when you in the club or whatever, but we know what we listen to in our off time. But this is just what it is. It's mumble rap now, 2016. It's a whole new era, and they don't consider it rap music. They consider themselves artists. They say we're not rappers no more. We artists. You know, so.
They don't want to be put into a box. This is what they're trying to sell us.
Exactly. They want to just be artists. Like even the Ray Shrimmer dudes, you know what I'm saying? They got their own little weird style now, and they got a fan base for it because the little kids like it. And
I
so,
do like Ray Shrimmer.
a lot of people like them. Yeah, they got some songs.
I ain't buying no album, but you know.
Me neither. I'm not buying all the people I mentioned. I would never purchase their stuff, but they definitely got songs I would download to play during the party to keep it going. So, you know, again, these are leaders of the new school of this rap phase that has branded itself into a whole new life of its own, pretty much. You know, so that's what I got to say about that. The rap game is just changing. It is what it is. I used to complain about it, like, man, rap is getting whack, woo woo. Them are not rappers. They are another breed of entertainers that just came into the,
and that's what we can call them, entertainers.
That's all they are.
You put a cap on rap, man.
Yeah, man. Yes, I didn't put it on that. Until we do have other people that surface that like Drake is a rapper. Cole, them, Kendrick, they're real rappers and they're artists at the same time. But until we get like some other cats, like back in the day, like 50. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent was a character and he was an artist. That came out. Until we get artists like that, we got to deal with the mumble rap. So that's my take, y'all. I had to get that off my chest.
Get it off your chest.
I had to get it off my chest because that's been bothering me, man. I've been reading these interviews about these young dudes, man. I ain't gonna say not really respecting the rap game because as a rapper myself, I definitely respect it. As a DJ, I did my homework. I would never come out and say, oh, man, we using this now as DJs. We ain't using the old turntable stuff. I would never disrespect the DJ culture like that. I always pay respect to them with what Jam Master Jay and all them did on the table. So
you're from a different era, though.
That's true. So, yeah.
And in those previous areas, I mean, you were taught like, oh, you learn X, Y, and Z. If this is something you're gonna do, but I mean, current day is like, I got on, I'm making money from like, there's no need to even be looking back. Like for what? Like I'm doing something different. Like they don't consider themselves in that previous box. So it's like, why am I even checking the history of that box?
Exactly.
I'm in a new box.
I'm in a new box. I'm recreating a new lane for ourselves. So. The rap game is changing, y'all. We just got to deal with it, man. It is what it is. But, that is my take on that. So y'all take that right there on Rated R Radio. We're going to break down the TV show, the series, the best series that's on TV since The Wire.
Power.
Right here on Rated R Radio.
Welcome to the Rated R Experience.
Yo, welcome back to Rated R Radio. I'm your host, DJ Rated R, chilling with my homeboy, Ken Phise.
Oh, what we talking about?
Man, we're talking about that young power with my homegirl, Miss Shaunta'e in the house.
Hey.
Author, writer. Make sure y'all check out them books, check out the trilogies when they come out, all that good stuff. So,
movies and whatnot.
Movies, man. We doing movies.
We gonna say that.
Yes, we speaking that into existence. But right now, the movie or TV show that we talking about is Power. And Power is right now the biggest TV show on TV or whatnot. Every Sunday, people is dropping spoilers. People stay off Facebook and get off social media because they don't want to have read something that would kill the mood of watching Power later on.
They staying up late on Saturday night to watch it on demand.
Watching on demand,
spoiling it for us. Because everybody watching Power.
Everybody watching Power. So with this TV show Power, man, who got the power? That's the question I want to ask you all. Who got the power? Is it really? Does Ghost have it, or is it the people
has it right now
around him? So as of right now,
day and age, Milan pop up in your crib. That's a little power.
Milan has it right now.
Yeah.
What's your take on it? Who got the power?
Who got the power?
Ghost definitely doesn't have the power right now. Right now, Angela has the power.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that, Angela.
Like you say, third season. The power has, moved around. It's shifted. You know what I'm saying? You've seen different people have power. You have different levels of power that they have. Like we said, I would say, Angela got some power. And I would say Milan has the power right now because Milan is he's kind of moving the needle as far as on what Ghost does in his life now. I mean, because Milan has basically caused Ghost to break up with not with Jamie. Caused Ghost to break up with Angela. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know, because we see that change next episode, and like I said, Angela has the power because she about to tell Ghost what needs to happen and how it needs to happen to keep both they asses out hot water.
So right now, Milan is controlling one hand of Ghost, and Angela is on the other. And it's almost like they got to play each other against each other somewhat. And then you still got your boy Tommy over here, because now he need Tommy on his side. And then you got Tasha, which is, I think Tasha is one of the smartest characters on the show. I mean, you talking about a down bottom chick, and the thing here is my I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but even with Tasha, you know what I'm saying, like smart, you know what I'm saying, intelligent on the show, you know what I'm saying, knows the rules of the game, you know what I'm saying,
definitely
both games, you know what I'm saying, the regular world, the street game, it appears, you know what I'm saying, she got it all down pat, you know what I'm saying, she can move the money around, you know what I'm saying, you definitely need that in your life. He over here rolling.
She got his kids, you know what I'm saying, all his secrets, you know, because like when they first was about to break up, that was the first thing Tommy was asking, like, is she gonna turn everything? She know everything. She gonna turn. So it's like she got the power on one end, so he controlled on this end, and then.
But it seems like he don't respect that power.
No.
Because he know how
power.
loyal she is, and she's definitely still, even with seeing the separation papers and everything, she's playing her role as being, she's submissive. And
or given the appearance of being submissive.
She's being submissive. She could have damaged him when Angela approached her.
True. I think that kind of plays a part into to Ghost power. Is that, I mean, the way the show make it look. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs. There might be some things that come up later on down the line. But the way the show make it look is like,
don't do that.
Like she didn't put a little bit in the baggie, a little bit in the purse.
She have put a little bit away.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he seems to be the long haul. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she can't do it on her own.
Because right now, those separation papers have not went through them courts. She can turn his ass in right now. She is wifey.
But where the bread gonna come from? If she turn him in,
she don't want to know how to clean the bread.
But if she turn him in, she gotta dirty him up.
She only need Tommy.
She gotta dirty him up though. So whatever his name is attached to is now dirty. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, because all Angela was asking was her not to corroborate that he was with her.
Just the murder. That's all she could put him on the line for was the murder.
Yep.
I don't think Tasha would ever roll. I don't
she
think she
not.
would ever rap, because I think she's also in fear of dirt coming up on her name, and then, you know, conspiracy, or, you know, you've been living with this man and married to him, knowing all this stuff going on, and you went along with it. So she might go down along with Ghost if she was to turn. So I don't even think that's in her DNA.
Back to your point, it's only for the murder.
That's her fear. I don't think her fear is her name. Tasha is actually, she loves the game. She loves Ghost. She loves Ghost. Angela loves James.
Yeah.
St. Patrick.
Yeah.
And which goes to my point, to what I'm going to say is neither one of them are good for him, because Tasha doesn't want the street. She doesn't want James St. Patrick. She wants Ghost.
Yeah, she don't want the club. She want that.
Angela, she wants that power. She lives for that power. That drives her. Angela wants James. She doesn't want Ghost. Neither one of them are good for him, because he needs a woman that's going to accept both sides of him.
And you know what else? And so even from season 1, Ghost was using that. I felt like he was using the fact that Tasha didn't want him to lead a game as an excuse to move over to Angie. And that's why I bring in my next point in, can you make your jump off your wife? Can you make your side piece your wife? Can you make your mistress your main? And so my man Phise gonna break it down. What's the meaning between the jump off, a mistress, and the side piece? Are there different levels to these?
Sticky.
I think it's levels to this thing.
It depends on the situation.
I think it's levels, because go ahead.
Because what do you do when one has your heart but the other one has your back?
Angela had his heart because he was in love with her from high school. Tasha had his
Tasha
back.
has his back.
Yeah. His bottom, his main. So what would you consider? So Angie was more of this, was it side piece?
Well, but she was before.
She was before.
I don't think I could call her a side piece because she was before Tosh.
That was like when it was kids, though. You know,
it was, like, but whatever it was deep enough for him.
But current day, she got to be a side piece.
He
married to Tasha. So current day, she popped back up, and something sparked. So she got to be a side piece.
Side, yeah. You came back from the side. You backdooring this man. You coming from the side on him. He's taken already.
We took a 30-year hiatus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that is correct.
And you broke my heart.
But they say all is fair in love and war.
That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't commend side chicks.
Right.
So my question is,
honest.
So you use the term, you use the term side piece.
Side piece.
So my question is I guess in my definition of a side piece, I mean, I don't think a side piece is from my time frame. You know what I'm saying? In my youth. Mm-hmm. Like a side piece is more like, in my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about this. In my thoughts, a side piece is more like someone you got some emotions attached to. You might be going out to eat, going to movies and things. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a side piece to me. And I'm not from that generation of where the side piece was a term. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem. The first definition that you put out there is the problem. Emotions attached. That's where they ended up getting it twisted and messed up, because that's not what it's supposed to be.
That's what the issue is.
And that's the issue.
Which leads to my next point, which is playing your role. And we have come to in this society.
Your role.
In this society, a lot of people don't. We was talking about me and Phise was talking about this earlier. How me and my brother was talking about this earlier. I believe we was talking about how back in the day, man, dudes had mistresses for like 20 years, and they played their role. Two whole families. And I'm not condoning it, but it was like the woman did he played his role, the woman played her role. Nobody was trying to take it more than what it was. They did their thing. She wasn't trying to blow up his spot and things like that. We live in a different day and age now, and this show is showing how, like you said, when emotions get involved and you get wrapped up in your side piece. And it's like, now what I think is dope about the show is when they start taking them beyond the bedroom, they start having problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She not clicking with his kids. She not clicking with his baby mama. He upset about her with things. Then they jobs. I personally think that he shouldn't have never messed with her in the first place with her type of profession. I don't care what it is. I mean, I'm a regular, you know what I'm saying, I'm a regular guy, and I wouldn't mess with no officer.
I don't think he knew the job for a while. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
That's how enamored he was. He was just like lost in the sauce. Like,
He didn't.
What is it that you do for all day long?
He knew that she was something with, police work, but not to the extent that she is. That came out later.
Right.
I just think he crossed the line there. We're just going further with it. But I didn't know if he knew about her as an officer or not. But yeah, it's just like they crossed them lines, man.
And side chicks, they always want more. They always want the position that they
of the wifey or something.
And then when they get it, then they get this reality check. Oh, do I really want this? Yep. Because she couldn't handle those kids. Nope. Like,
nope.
Do you really? You want a title. Mm-hmm. You don't want everything that comes with that title.
Package deal.
Yeah.
You just want the title. But that title comes with a whole hell of a lot more than you can deal with.
Mm-hmm. A whole lot more. And especially with the skeletons they was keeping in each other's closets. So I think the show is dope on that level with exploring, you know what I'm saying, that side of having a side piece and getting involved with her, then trying to make her your main. And it just don't work. I think, to me, the whole psyche of it doesn't work. Trying to change things around, going from creeping around to being around each other all day long, the excitement of, when you seeing each other on some sneaky type stuff versus, all right, we allowed to see each other now. It ain't exciting no more. Like
you saw how Tasha played her. Here you go. You wanted it, right?
Yup.
Right.
And as a viewer of the show, I was a little upset. I want to see you with Tasha. Every show he with Angela. I'm like, man, bro, I want to see Tasha get down a couple of these episodes.
Right. Right.
I'm just saying.
Not her in the underage.
Yeah, not little dude. No, man. D Wade. No, man.
D Wizzle on the track.
Rest in peace. 50 cold. Hey, we gonna get into 50 and a lot more.
Oh my God.
We gonna get into all that and much, much more when we return right here on Radio, y'all. Yo, welcome back, Rated R Radio. We up in here tripping off this TV show Power, man. Your boy 50, aka Kanan. Hey, he a trip.
The evil twin.
Kanan is a trip, man. First of all, I think his role on the show is good. He's been deceitful since season 1, 2, when he was in jail or whatnot. Had that girl setting them all up, getting robbed and stuff, and things like that. And now, then they had their little battle. 50 thought, Ghost thought he killed him, and now my man is back. I like the way he resurfaced though, man. Them little scenes with them chicks up there in Baltimore was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jukebox. Yeah, there was some cool episodes or whatnot. But for the most part, man, I think 50. I think 50 got the most shocking scenes on the show. I mean, besides Holly getting choked out, man.
I called that Holly scene a week prior.
You did.
I said, Tommy got to kill her.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be so soon. I said, Tommy got to kill her ass. That's the only thing that's going to make it right.
And he's sick about it. He was sick about that, man.
Well, finding out that she was pregnant.
Yeah. He didn't even know. But yeah, your boy Kanan, man, just snuffed out Granny on this last episode was shocking scene, man. And you know what's so crazy? It's a lot of stuff that's been going on around Indianapolis with older people getting killed and getting not killed, but like maybe broken in on and robbed and whatnot. So when this scene happened, I was like, oh no. Oh man, but yeah, my man Kanan definitely making the show.
When I saw him helping her with the groceries,
He's just heartless.
I knew he was thinking like, I need a spot to lay low. She got the food already. I ain't even got to come back out.
You know
It's
what I'm
history
thinking?
in that
It's
spot.
history.
That granny is related to somebody. That granny is related to somebody. I think that's...
It
I don't
better
know.
not be Ghost.
I didn't know if the granny was related to somebody
It's
or
cool.
is just something happening in that apartment.
I think something
that
just
she
happened in
moved
that
into.
apartment.
Okay.
Because Ghost Granny bet not be living in no apartment like that.
Yeah, the way he...
Nah, she want to be by her friends. I can't get her to move.
You can't get her to move.
Say these dollars. I ain't gonna force Granny about that house.
It was something about taking her down, man. So I hope there ain't no relationship.
It's that bullet hole in that wall.
Yeah.
There's some history behind that.
But he ain't had to snuff out with the I love Jesus pillow.
Oh
man.
I said, this nigga ain't shit.
Kanan. He is.
While he had his homie on hold. Like, hold on, famo. Let me choke somebody out real
Choke
quick.
somebody out, boy.
Satan's son. No.
Man, Fifth role in Power was definitely crazy. But yeah, it's turning out to be like I said, I'm mad that this season only got 8 episodes in it.
Really?
Yeah, I think the last.
I didn't know.
This Sunday coming up is the last
Why they doing
episode
that?
this season. Yeah.
What?
But,
What?
I did not know that.
yeah, this is the last
know that
episode.
either.
Oh, it better be good.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
what I'm
about
like.
2.5
Because I
hours.
didn't get
too.
enough. I didn't get
Me
enough.
neither.
Not
Me
to be
neither.
waiting another.
They didn't even bring back
10 months.
They didn't even bring back no excitement about Tasha hiding from Keisha that she was smuggling.
Right. That she
In
was,
her
that she was
shop.
cleaning up money up in the hair shop.
So-
They probably let that story. They might bring it back, but I think they probably jump from storyline to story. So Keisha gonna get brought back up. They gonna have some Keisha scenes.
Of course they got to, because that's what they clean up.
Keisha scenes in the next couple episodes, hopefully.
Be it.
But
That's weird.
man, my other thing here is the reason I brought up 52 though is because my thing is, man. Hold on, what I'm trying to say my point. Oh, not necessarily with 50, but with Ghost and Tommy. I think the dynamic of their relationship is kind of is dope. I think the dynamic of their
really
relationship is cool because you see it. You just see two hustlers that's making it and trying to do their thing, and they going by any means. What's tight about the show is it shows a lot of snake stuff that goes on. Like you mentioned while we was on break, you was talking about Drake.
Yes.
And it's like, viewers don't nobody really know what side he gonna be on. Cause he's telling 50 this and he's telling 50 that. But on the last episode, he was in the office, calling on the phone. So it's like, it's showing snake sides to dudes and things like that. The whole keep your enemies closer. You know, your friends closer, but your enemies closer. And
it's
normally the people you
007
keeping closer are your enemies. And it's almost like being played out in Power. So many situations that are played out in real life. You know, with Dre, and there's a lot of Dre's going on. There's a lot of Dre's out there in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
And
double agents.
I wanted him to do the right thing and
rob
tell Ghost,
Yeah.
because you know if this dude will kill his son, after he get what he need out of you, you're done.
You're done.
Like, why wouldn't you even have a brain to even think like that?
Yeah.
Hopefully he do. So, but the fact that he's feeding him the information, like relevant information, isn't sitting well.
It don't sit too well.
The shocking thing about that I think is going to come up is the fact that Milan has that whole thing wired. And he's going to see the snake in him that he's setting up Ghost.
So
Milan's going to take care of Dre.
That was the argument on the discussion on Facebook the other day. Who gonna take out Dre? Is Milan gonna take him out? Is Ghost or 50?
Because Milan got Dre. I mean, excuse me, not Dre. Got Ghost in a good position. He like, you working for me, man. Go ahead and make it happen. And he's like, I don't need nothing messing with this.
Exactly.
That's why them Jamaicans got it.
Exactly.
On that episode,
basically.
Yeah, they
basically, because he could have let him kill him.
He's like, nah, I don't want you dead.
Yeah, I need your life.
The only reason he exposed himself is because 50 was Ghost was about to fire him. Said, I don't need your services no more. I don't want you watching me no more. Oh no, I'm about to watch you, and let me tell you why.
Well, I'm in here.
I'm not going anywhere. So since you're trying to fire me, let me break it on down to you. Why?
He broke it down.
Why you can't fire me?
Your boss.
Ooh, you work for me.
I got the power.
And that Natasha chick, was she really murdered? Is that the real Natasha girl? Remember when they was at dinner?
That was all a setup. She was not dead. She wasn't dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. It's getting.
That's
good.
why he was like in this Twilight Zone. Like what is going on?
Trying to get some of that roast beef and the mashed potatoes at the dinner table.
He was trying to have Dre find her to set up Milan. So Milan telling him, "Oh no, you thought she was dead.
So
she with me.
We good to go.
Thought she was.
We've been in position for a long time.
She came to dinner.
Ultimate serpent.
She came to dinner. That
snake tails.
Man.
Yes.
But even going back to the original thought about the dynamic between Ghost and Tommy, you know what I'm saying? Even that's about to change a little bit. I feel like, I mean, that's a great dynamic that they've shown thus far. But like Tommy in like a position right now, he in a space like he don't care no more. He just like, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like he ain't even trying to you know what I'm saying? Like in that position where like he not even fighting to live no more.
Yeah, and that's like, why Milan let him live, is because
you gonna destruct somewhere else.
You don't have nothing to lose. Like me killing you right now would be a favor. I'm gonna let you live and just.
Right, if you might self-destruct somewhere else.
Yeah, he's gonna let him be walking dead. Yeah, because that's what he is right now.
Right, so he gonna walk dead for a couple episodes, but I believe he gonna come back around and get right.
Too.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man.
As soon as somebody puts something on the table,
he gonna snort that and he gonna be ready to roll. Boy. Like old Tommy.
He gotta move out that crib though, man.
No, you know
he gotta move out of this crib.
You know who he need to see? Because that's an unhealthy relationship.
Who's that?
His mommy.
Oh yeah, his mama. Yeah.
He's gonna need to go and be with his mom for a little bit.
He got to move back in with her for a little bit because he got that body juice that's laying right outside his kitchen. You can't be up in there cooking no grilled cheese. You know what I'm saying? And you got your baby mama and your baby that died 2 feet away at the same time. He's like, nah, bro, I gotta get up out of here, man. It used to be the spot, but yeah, it's too many murders that occurred up in here.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what happened with Tommy on these upcoming episodes. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, is Ghost a sellout on all accounts? We're gonna discuss that and much more right here on Rated R Radio.